Ms. Yearling, did you ever ride the carousel?
Look how soft-spoken she looks.
No, are you crazy? What happened when you reached it then? Some of the kids got on.
Is she the first girl?
Not me though.
SCP-2571 is Cragglewood Park. So it's a reoccurring childhood memory of a theme park that doesn't exist, that you've never visited. Now, I can remember things from my childhood that are kind of fuzzy, right? Places that I went to, things that I did, people that I knew, that I really don't remember exactly what happened, or I couldn't put my finger on it. Almost like the way that your parents tell you stories about things that you did when you were a kid, and you feel like that's something that you would have done, or that's something that you can remember, but you don't have the exact details, or they remember it a lot more vividly than you do. Something like that, except there's a lot more creep to it. Like every picture that I've ever seen has these smiling trees that look very, very creepy, and SCP Animated has an animation about it. We're gonna react to it today, and I know it has some of our favorite characters in it. Make sure to head on over to their channel, guys, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and if you like reaction videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel as well. Let's get into the animation. All right, creepy carnival music. You see? These are the trees that I was talking about. That's freaky, dude.
Who are you? Just keep smiling, Janine. They're watching. You need to stay happy.
You need to stay happy?
I want to go home. Please, take me home.
She's scared. I don't blame her.
I'm sorry, I can't go back with you.
So she doesn't know who he is, but he knows who she is? And it's a dream. Who's the boy? Good Lord, poor thing she is shook. Dr. Buck!
Dr. Buck, over here.
Oh my
I
God.
saved you a seat.
Gustav.
Oh, you've got to be. Of course he's here.
She's so cold, man, and he's such a child. It's awesome.
Hey everyone, Director Jones just informed me that he's gonna be a little late, so just hang tight for a minute.
I like her too.
It's so good to see you again, Dr. Buck.
It's nice to see you too, Gustav.
Oh.
I thought I told you to get seats away from him.
Sorry. He was insistent.
It's been a long time. What have you been up to? Tim and me have mostly been stuck observing the Gate Guardian. God, that is a boring job. Well, except for that one thing.
Yeah.
But I can't talk about that. What's new with you?
This is exactly the kind of thing I was talking about.
Small talk.
So, what do you guys think this meeting is about?
I don't know. Maybe there's some big new Keter class anomaly that's been discovered. That'd be cool.
And why on earth would that be cool?
I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be.
No, it wouldn't.
I mean, if you work at the SCP Foundation, all right, as a young doctor, wouldn't you want to see some crazy stuff? I mean, your job's got to get kind of boring. Like if he's watching the Gate Guardian all day long, every day, and nothing ever happens except that one time, which we reacted to a little while back. You got to think most of your job is pretty boring. So as long as nothing kills you, you're ready to see some action. Poor Gustav. And Dr. Buck's just seen it all, and she's like, what?
Oof.
Oof
Sorry
is
I'm
right.
late, everyone. The O5s have quite the tendency to ramble.
Oh,
Dr.
God.
Collingwood, remind me, which meeting is this again?
It's about SCP-2571, sir.
Right, of course. To those uninitiated, SCP-2571 is a recurring childhood memory of a non-existent carnival called Cragglewood Park.
Weird.
Previously, it was estimated that 0.05% of the population has been affected by SCP-2571,
Okay.
but more recent evidence suggests this number may be growing. The primary vector for SCP-2571 spread is not yet known. Notably, it appears to be most common among adults raised as an only child.
Okay.
So that's why I brought you all here. We have a whole new batch of subjects that need processing. Each one of you will be assigned to one of SCP-2571's victims and will perform a series of interviews in an attempt to find out any new information on the matter, in particular, the anomaly's origins.
Okay.
Yes, Gustav?
Are researchers allowed to conduct interviews if they themselves have been exposed to SCP-2571?
Oh.
Why are you asking? Have you been to Cragglewood Park?
Well, no, I just...
And that was a really stupid question, wasn't it? Thanks for wasting everyone's time.
Wow.
Nice one, Gustav.
Does anyone else have anything they want to say? No? Great. Then this meeting is over. Dr. Collingwood, please proceed.
Thank you, Director Jones. All right, everyone. On your way out, pick up your packet briefings. It'll have your assigned subjects and any information you need regarding SCP-2571.
I wonder if the lady's gonna be,
Good evening, Mr.
Okay.
Rupert.
Mr. Moore.
Just call me Rupert.
Rupert? Okay, Rupert.
As you wish. I'm gonna go ahead and start recording, okay?
That old school
Just
tape
remember, you
recorder.
aren't in trouble or anything like that.
Okay.
We're just trying to get to the bottom of this whole mess.
Alright.
Fine.
So, what do you recall about Cragglewood Park?
Jesus. Is that what this is about?
Yes.
It's just this nightmare I used to have.
Used
Can
to?
you please elaborate
or
on
still
that?
have it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably based on some actual theme park I went to as a little kid, you know? Probably.
See, he doesn't know for sure. He's just like, I think it was. You know, it's that fadey memory type thing that you think that you might have experienced as a kid, but really aren't sure. He's just like, yeah, I dreamt about that before, but how come you remember the dream so vividly, but not the actual occurrence? See?
Traumatized or something.
What happens in the nightmare?
I enter this theme park. It's like Disneyland, but smaller.
Okay.
There's no rides, just this long, winding road through the woods. Everything's bright and colorful, like in a cartoon. And there's these trees all around me.
What about the carousel?
Tell me about the trees.
They've all got faces, and they're smiling.
Creepy.
They've got these dopey, cheerful looks, like in one of those old cartoons, right?
And they're laughing.
They just smile back at you. I think they would laugh too. It's creepy, man.
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything else?
Well, there's this music that's playing everywhere.
Uh-huh.
It's like organ music, but not the kind you hear in church.
Carnival
More like the
music.
sort of thing you'd hear at a carnival.
You mentioned before that there aren't any rides.
No, wait. No, I'm wrong. There's rides. There's one ride. Just one ride.
The carousel,
It's that
right?
thing with horses that goes around in circles. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
A carousel.
Right, that thing. It's where the organ music was coming from.
All right.
Were you there alone?
No, there are always other kids with me. They weren't happy to be there either.
See, that's what's weird. Like, there's always other children there, is what I've heard. In the dream, she didn't even know who it was, so it wasn't like a family member. It seems to me like if you'd have a dream about a theme park that you once visited, you remember people that were with you, or you'd be alone, right? Or at least remember that people were with you, but not distinctly remember that you don't know who those people were.
Everybody's smiling, but they're just doing it to stop from crying, you know? To fool the trees, to keep the trees happy.
The trees
Keep
are
them
evil.
happy?
Yeah,
Is there anything else you can tell us?
there's one bit near the end. Just as I'm getting ready to leave, I see something. A tiny
gross.
tree sprouting up near my foot. It looks up at me. It's smiling,
laughing.
smiling with that big, dopey, happy grin. When I see it, that's when I start screaming. That's when I wake up,
Why does that tree
Weird.
make you scream?
because it has my face.
Oh! It has his face. I didn't even notice that. Gustav's interview.
All right, Mr. Blair. Thanks for being here. Let's just get right into it. I'd like to talk to you about the video cassette.
Christ.
I understand that this is...
You people just don't get it. I don't want to discuss any of this with you. How do you even know about that tape?
What video?
Was it my therapist? I knew I shouldn't have told anyone.
Please, Mr. Blair. The cassette. Where did it come from?
I don't know, okay? I don't know. I found it cleaning out my attic.
Do you recognize any of the images on this tape?
Yeah, from my nightmares. Maybe someone showed it to me as a kid.
Oh,
Have you lived in that house your whole life?
so it's a video.
Yeah.
You were raised in that house by your parents?
Yeah, is this going somewhere?
The front bedroom?
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore, okay?
What the heck?
I get that, but we need to understand what's going on. Mr. Blair, why is the front bedroom...
Look, you're asking me all these questions like I know what's happening. I don't know. Nobody uses that room. That's why I keep it locked, okay? I don't think about it.
Okay.
I understand.
He seems paranoid.
Okay, are we done here?
I just have one more question.
Fine.
Mr. Blair, were you always a single child?
What's going on? I'm confused.
Ms. Yearling, did you ever ride the carousel?
Look how soft-spoken she looks.
No, are you crazy? What happened when you reached it then? Some of the kids got on.
Is she the first girl?
Not me though.
Okay.
The ones who did, some of them were smiling, some of them were crying, some of them hugged. The ones who didn't get on, some of them hugged each other. What happened then? They rode the carousel and I left. What happened to them? Oh shit, I know, I left. So you just left them behind?
How did you leave?
Yes, I left them. What? You think I should have stuck around? See how it was all gonna turn out? I didn't mean to accuse you of anything.
I wouldn't.
You were just a child. No one would have expected you to. That's right. I was just a kid in the middle of a goddamn nightmare, and I just...
Oh, baby, she is breaking.
You have no idea what even talking about this is doing to me, or how it's making me feel. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to forget it. Why can't you just let it go? Miss Yearling, you've clearly gone through a deeply traumatizing experience.
Yeah, it's obvious.
I don't understand. I can't imagine you would. Nothing about this experience makes much sense.
Dr. Buck is so soft-spoken right here.
It's not that, it's just... One of the kids that got on. Yes. Why did he hug me? I don't even know who he was.
You can see. Is that compassion I detect, Dr. Buck? Evil, man. So we still don't know anything about this park.
Hey.
we still don't know anything about it, its origins. But it's strange how all these people experience something similar but different. And what's up with the trees having the kids' faces, like their own specific face? Maybe it's just part of the dream. Maybe it's just the way that the SCP tries to scare them. It's hard to tell, but it was a very good reaction. I can't believe we saw the soft side of Dr. Buck, yo. She does have a little bit of compassion for crying women, apparently, not for Gusto. Make sure to go check out SCP Animated Tales from the Foundation, guys. Link's gonna be in the channel description as well for the original video and a couple other videos that I reacted to them from there. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.